a smoke, said Ilona. I'll come back and give you the details. No way. You're going to make up a story. Tell us now. I've always known that sex has nothing to do with the heart. What starts with the body ends with the body. That's why I don't believe in all these clearly defined identities like homosexual or bisexual. Anything and anybody can give you that pleasure. Our pleasure orientation is concentrated in such a small area, a hole or a penis around which there are a few nerves capable of receiving the pleasure stimulus. The rest is imagination. I really was four then. I was rocking in my chair one day, the legs rose and fell, and there was a thump each time. My mother shouted from the kitchen, "Don't do that, Kuhu, you will fall and hurt your head." I wasn't listening. I was being disobedient. Suddenly, I had a very good feeling down there. It felt wonderful. I didn't know that I was having spasms, long spasms. I did it because I enjoyed the sensation. The whole experience stayed with me. I did it whenever I remembered, even in school. I was doing it in school one day, rocking, and we had this teacher. She slapped me. "Didn't I tell you not to make noise?" My mother slapped me too one day. After that, I obviously couldn't do the rocking thing in other people's presence. What now? I was addicted. I was so innocent, I discovered that I could get the same pleasure if I lay down, crossed my legs, and rubbed one against the other. It didn't make any noise. I did it in full view of my mother one day. "What are you doing?" she asked. "It feels good there," I told her. She collapsed. Then came the scolding, the spanking, so I started hiding it. And by the time I was 7 or 8, I had developed a complete method of masturbation in my own style. And by the time I was 12, I was inserting things into myself. "Do you know what I used to fantasize about when I began masturbating?" asked Lavanya. "My father doing my mother. Oof. I'd be so miserable afterwards. This is probably why I became so distant from my parents. Don't you think, Ilona? If a psychiatrist heard this, he'd call it a case of the Electra complex," remarked Sunetra. Lavanya's face fell. The last story came from Leila, that too, after Sunetra and Lavanya had left. "I was raped, you know," Leila said. Ilona Kuhumitra thought she had heard wrong. "We lived in a bungalow on a tea estate in Assam," said Leila. "When I was 14 or so, two strange boys moved into the slums next to the estate. Word got around they were Ulfa militants. The police even took them away once. Then they let them go. I have no idea if they really were militants. We were forbidden from visiting the slums. Everyone was perpetually scared of the Ulfa then. My father practically gave up evening parties. Whenever we went out, some people would follow us in a jeep. My father always drove with the headlights switched off. But I liked those two boys, you know. I trembled with some kind of concealed infatuation. When they looked at me, I looked right back at them. One of them called me over to their house one day. I climbed down the spiral staircase behind the toilet under the cover of darkness and visited them." Leila paused. "They didn't utter a single word. I entered and they raped me. Both of them. Twice each. I never told anyone. Because I was the one who had visited them for an adventure. I have no idea how I returned home that night, how I even survived. Now I know that I should have had psychological treatment immediately. My life wouldn't have turned out so weird." "You can still do it," said Ilona. "You can see a good psychiatrist, can't you, Leila?" "I've been going to a hypnotherapist for 2 months now, Ilona. I hope I can continue with the sessions. There's so much pressure at work that